Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Good morning, students. Today I am going to start chapter number 6, Directing. Introduction of Directing. Direction means to give guidance, and the function of direction is to get the assigned work from the employees. Meaning of direction. In general meaning, direction means to guide the worker and make them aware of the work and supervise them and maintain their enthusiasm for the work. It means guidance given to the workers for achievement of objective is direction. According to Kunch and O'Donnell, direction is the executive function of guiding and observing subordinates. Now, characteristics of it. First, direction is goal-oriented activity. The purpose of direction is to guide and motivate the employees, which leads to achievement of business objective. This direction is a goal-oriented activity. Second, it is at every level of management. Direction is the function of management at all levels. Top level managers direct the departmental officer, it means middle level, regarding their target, policy and matters. In the same manner, at the bottom level, supervisors give order and instruction to the foreman, and while jobbers and foremen direct the workers. So direction moves from top to bottom level, and it is at every level of management. It is a continuous process. Direction is a continuous process. As long business activities will continue, the function of direction will also continue. Direction is provided to the employees regarding their functions, procedures and interpretations of policy. Thus, direction is a continuous process. Observation of function. The purpose of direction is to see that employees are working as per direction given to them or not. Direction is not merely the process of guiding and giving orders, but it is a process of observing whether work is done as per order or not. It has a wider scope. Scope of direction is wider. It is not only guiding and advising to the employees, but the manager has to provide understanding of decisions and to put the efforts for its implementation. Communication. Effective communication is a precondition to give order and guidance to the employee in direction. If communication process is not effective, it is difficult to give right direction to the right employee and at the right time. Motivation. It is necessary to motivate the employees in order to extract the best efforts from them. Higher authorities give personal guidance to motivate the employees. Such guidance solves the problem and doubts of employees and generates faith in them. Therefore, they motivate to do better work. Flow of direction. Direction is a downward process. It always moves from top level to bottom level management. Top level management gives guidance to the managers of middle level, and middle level management directs the workers of bottom level management. It is a managerial function. It is a managerial function. Direction is a part of management like other functions such as planning, organizing, staffing, coordinating, communicating and controlling. Importance of it. The efficiency of employee in business depends on direction. Achievement of business objective is possible by motivating employees, by supervising their work, and by providing proper guidance to them. Among all other managerial functions, direction has a significant role. First importance. increase in efficiency. A business organization becomes efficient only when proper direction regarding departmental function is given to employees. Direction clarifies the function of the employee and it boosts their efficiency. Assessment of efficiency. Assessment of employees' work is done through direction. Their evaluation of performance is done through direction. Assessment and evaluation of the matters like whether the employees have done work as per direction or not, how much work is completed, how much efficiency is increased can be done. Third, motivation to the employees. Direction. Employees can be made aware about proper method, rules, policies of business. Their work-related problems can be solved, which motivates them for doing the work. Effective planning. All the functions of a business cannot be planned by one person. A planner can chalk out a plan, collecting necessary information through the subordinates. Effective organization. Due to direction, every employee becomes aware about his authority and responsibility. Therefore, orders and instructions given by the boss are followed properly, which makes entire organization effective. Sixth number, coordination and cooperation. Coordination among employees can be maintained by direction. Employees' personal interest is integrated with the main objective of the business. Seventh, it is a function of control. Direction reduces the chances of work-related mistakes and errors. Therefore, it becomes easy to get work from the employees as per decided targets. 8 number, it increases enthusiasm. Due to direction, there is a change in attitude of employees towards their work. Their interest of work increase. They can bring solution if any hurdle is created. As a result, there is a continuity in work which boosts up employees' enthusiasm. Find out deviations. Through direction, it can be supervised that whether functions are done as per decided standards or not. So the undesirable deviations can be regulated in the initial stage only by taking effective steps, and deviation can be controlled. Now, elements of directing. It is an important question for 2 marks. There are 4 elements of directing: supervision, motivation, leadership and communication. First one is supervision. Meaning of supervision. Supervision means to supervise the work done by the worker is supervision. Supervision function is mostly related with the internal working. Supervision function is required more at bottom level of management. The one who does the observation of the work done by the workers and foremen is called supervisor. Supervisor is responsible for the work of workers and foremen. He is the key person. He is known as the key person between the top level management and the workers. Meaning supervision. Supervision means to supervise the function of employees. Supervision means to supervise the function of employees. According to R.C. Davis, supervision is the function of assuring that the work is being done in accordance with the plan and instruction. Now, functions of supervisor. First function of supervisor, to plan the function and remove the hurdles, to provide necessary guidance and direction to complete work on time. Third function of supervisor is to supervise the employees constantly and to save time and labor. Supervisor does the function of integration of employees' personal interest with the interest of productivity of business, to motivate and encourage the employees to increase their efficiency, to maintain feeling of oneness among the employees, to make communication work faster, to give guidance regarding the new technology, to maintain discipline among employees, Supervisor does not keep control but provide training to the workers. Supervisor is friend, philosopher and guide for the employees.